What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first podcast. I'm Harrison.
I'm Dylan.
And today we're going to be talking to you about anything that comes up. We don't really know where this podcast is going to be headed, but we're excited to get it started. Dylan, any thoughts? What are we going to talk about?
Yeah, probably a little bit of everything. We'll touch on entrepreneurship, we'll touch on startup, we'll touch on
business,
video
life,
production.
Pretty much anything we can think of. All right, so we are sitting outside on our balcony of our building right now.
76 and sunny.
76 and sunny. It's a nice day out.
Can't complain.
Yeah, we are at the Southern Tier Incubator where our offices are. What now? Let's talk about what we did this morning. We had a
foreign exchange student
from
South Korea who is visiting the States, learning about the startup community. He is with a program through Binghamton University. I can't remember the name of the program. KAIST?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
KAIST. And he came to the incubator and talked to a couple different of the startups in the building, us being one of them. Just came in and asked us some questions about who we are, what we do, the kind of stuff that it takes to get started, and the steps that we've taken, what we've learned, and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty tech. Well, it seemed like he was more tech related, but
yeah, he goes to the MIT of South Korea.
Yeah.
Also forgot the name of that.
I forgot the name of that. I'm sure we can Google that and find out.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had some interesting questions, and we tried to answer them.
Yeah.
We don't know everything about business, but we tried our best.
I'd say it went pretty well.
Yeah, he was really nice.
Yeah, made some good points. Made him laugh a couple times.
Yeah, I think he was definitely looking for the startup culture. Seemed to be a big driving home point for him. He was interested in the culture about being with other people that help you and you can help them. Really seems to help business in general. I know we've kind of found that to be true for us.
Definitely, yeah.
We're pretty lucky that we have Adam next door.
Shout out Key Branding Labs.
Key Branding Labs, Adam Sable, and Jimmy.
He'll be on someday.
Yeah, Adam will be on someday.
We tried to get him on our first episode, but he's a busy man.
Yeah, he's a busy guy.
He's got a lot of stuff going on.
I think that's a good time to talk about the direction of the podcast, since we're kind of rambling on about random stuff. So the idea behind this is sort of just to give you a look into what it takes to sort of do what we're doing. Not saying that we're doing anything that amazing, but we're trying.
Who knows if we're even doing it right?
Yeah, probably not, but
hopefully
we're trying. Yeah. Well, we know there's a lot of other people out there that are trying to start businesses or are trying to follow their dreams. Maybe it's not even in business, but it's kind of like our journey. And throughout this, we're going to try to have people on that are going through their journeys, whether they be in business or, I don't know, doing something else.
Basically, just doing what you love.
Yeah, doing what you love. That's actually a good theme for this.
Yeah.
Doing what you love, trying to make it by doing what you love. Yeah, what else? What else is there to talk about?
Hopefully we can get maybe some questions from any sort of audience that we may get from this. Crowdsource some questions. Maybe some people will throw out topics they want to hear us talk about, or different ideas for certain segments that we could do.
Yeah, or locations too. We're open to.
Yeah,
that'd be great to have some different locations we can go to. Mobile podcast setup, really. I mean, that's the idea of it.
Yeah, we got a minimal setup here.
Minimal setup, yeah. We're on the balcony now. We just got some mics, an interface, a laptop. Pretty simple setup.
Yeah.
It's a learning process for us, too. Don't know much about podcasts, if anything.
No, but it's we do know one thing about podcasts.
Joe Rogan's is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what I was gonna say is they're booming.
Oh yeah, podcasts are booming. So
Yeah, so we're
hopping on.
trying to hop on the train before it leaves town,
Yeah,
as some would say.
yeah, we're getting on that train. Yeah, I don't know. This one's probably going to be a little bit boring, but it's a good pilot episode. If you're listening now, by any chance, and you are interested in being involved, you want us to be at your place, we'd love to come do an episode at your place.
Yeah, hit us up.
Cough, Strange Brew Cough, any other business, it'd be fun. Let's do it. Let's talk about business. Let's talk about stuff. Hopefully, if you stick around, we'll put out another episode, a second episode, probably with Adam in that one. That one might get more interesting. By no means is this going to be a podcast where we talk about motivational or tell you what to do in business.
It's not going to be preaching. It's going to be...
Yeah, there's going to be no preaching in this. That's one of the things we want to make sure we drive home.
just going to be our ideas, our thoughts,
Yeah,
how we're doing things.
I was trying to figure it out. Yeah, okay.
I also know another thing. It's hot right
Yeah,
now.
it's really hot out. I mean, you can't really complain because it's better than being cold,
Yeah,
I guess.
sometimes.
You can probably hear the cars driving by out here, too.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're right outside of the main hub, I guess, of downtown.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
on the
We're at
outskirts.
120
120
Holly. So we're like 1 block away from the government buildings.
Pretty cool though. It's a cool view.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen it. Hopefully you've seen it in
Yeah.
our videos or our Instagrams,
Yep.
which is a good time to shout out our social medias.
YouTube.com/South60. Check out our website too. We just launched a new website.
Yeah. Full revamp of the website.
Revamp. Oh, you know, another thing, another random thought that I had. For the podcast, we are going to supplement them with video, so you don't just have to listen to them on the podcast app. You could also watch them, probably on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We don't really have a name yet, but like I said, this is just a pilot. We're going to see how it goes, see where it goes.
Still hashing out the details.
Yep. Hashing them out. Any good topics to talk about today? Anything
What do
else?
we got going on this week? Anything?
Going on this week? Well, Speedy Fest is coming up.
That's this weekend, yeah.
Speedy Fest will be there probably during the days, maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
So if you're
It's at Otsenengle Park in Binghamton.
Otsenengle Park, yep.
If you're not familiar with the Speedy Fest, it's a huge festival that goes on for a weekend. Ton of vendors come out and set up tents with all different types of food,
hot air balloon launches,
hot air balloon launches, and all different types of small crafts.
yeah,
Businesses that are looking to get their name out, they'll come out with a booth. It's a good family friendly activity.
yeah. It's also something just to do on Friday or Saturday. It's
Also concerts.
There's concerts, yeah, and I mean, even if that's not your cup of tea per se, it's always good to get out and support local events and just check it out. Don't count it out because you've been to it before. There's a lot of new things that they're trying to do, and
You can swing by for an hour, and that's all you
yeah,
do.
one of them is allowing South 60 to make dope videos for it. So yeah, it should be cool. It should be on the rise, and
Yeah.
we're excited to be a part of it. Then after that, we might be at the Dick's Open as well. So we got a lot going on in August.
Yeah, August is pretty busy. We were very busy in July with weddings.
Yeah, I guess we never really talked about like ourselves or what we do. We're just kind of assuming everyone knows.
Should we talk?
Probably. Let's just do a quick background of who we are. If you're listening to us, and
We'll
you're like,
rewind.
if you're listening to this and you are still confused as to why you're listening to this and you don't know who we are, what we do, so I'm Harrison and this is Dylan next to me, and we are South 60.
Hold on, there's a bus going by.
We are South 60. We're a creative media house. Right now we're specializing in video production. We're working on some drone cinematography, 360 virtual tours. What else? Photography, pretty much anything we can to tell your story and tell our story. We have a YouTube channel. We have a website.
All social medias.
Which
is where we,
Yep.
primarily focus our attention. Is our videos are going to be pushed on social platforms.
Yep.
That's where the majority of the attention is and is heading. So we're going to try and stay in that direction.
Yep. If you want a commercial for your business or you want to work with us on a professional level, go to our website. There's a connect page. We can connect. We can email. We can chat. We can Snapchat. We can do whatever. Let's get in touch. Let's work together. I'm always looking to collab with other people. But yeah, or if you go to our YouTube, subscribe. We're going to start putting out more content. Maybe not daily videos. More consistent, yeah. Not necessarily vlogs, but
try to grow our following.
Yeah, we're going to put some behind the scenes, day in the life.
It's another purpose of this podcast is we're just trying to put out as much content as possible to get people interested and get them to follow along. So if you're new, well, everyone's new listening to this podcast, but if you don't know who we are, or if you're not familiar with what we do, just check us out. Check out our work.
Yeah. And if you see us downtown, we're always walking around, filming and doing stuff. Stop, say what's up. But yeah, this will be fun. This will be a good thing. We're definitely gonna be able to get some interesting people on here. I know a few off the top of my head. That would be great people to have on here. We're gonna try to stick to no more than like 4 people on at once. Well, we don't know. It doesn't matter. We have no rules. We make the rules.
Yeah,
and we don't really have like a idea for the length. We don't know much. We're just gonna test it out. If it goes 3 hours,
blind. Very blind.
Yeah. But sometimes that's a good thing. And for something like this, where it's not, if we mess up, it's okay. We got more episodes, but
we'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we like to do. We figured we made a strategy, but we're going to try to implement it, but we'd rather get going. Sometimes, actually, that brings me to a good point. I'm just about to spit some heat. Sometimes when you have an idea, it's good to make a business plan. It's good to make a strategy, but sometimes it's even better just to get started, because the longer you wait and try to perfect it, speed, and I mean, you've heard this a million other podcasts, speed is way better than executing it to perfection. Would you agree?
Yeah.
It's important to strategize. I'm not saying it's not.
To a certain extent, yeah.
To a certain extent, sometimes, because we talked about this podcast for probably 2 weeks. We drew it on a whiteboard. We talked about it. We made a plan. Couldn't do it on the days we wanted to do. Adam was supposed to be a part of this, but he's busy. So we said, you know what? We'll make an episode. If you'll be in the next one, you'll be in the other ones. It's the speed. We're trying to get content out there, and
especially for us, at least.
In our industry, it's huge.
It's we gotta stay ahead. So speed's obviously very important. If you fall behind, it's gonna be tough to get caught back up, and then get ahead. So
there's trends that last like 1 week.
Yeah. So right now we're trying to stay ahead as long as we can. And if we're not a step ahead, we're right there. So
yeah,
that's the idea. Just basically just don't get stale and left behind.
Yeah. Yeah, don't get stale. Hashtag don't get stale.
No one likes stale chips.
No one does. Well,
you go into the drawer, you grab an open bag of chips, and you're so excited.
Day ruined.
He's so excited to eat a nice fresh Tostito with some salsa.
Day ruined. Not an ad. Although Tostitos, hit us up.
Yeah, we could make it an ad.
Tostitos. No, but crunchy, never stale.
Come on, you know when you're in the mood and you just want some chips and salsa.
Oh yeah, those moods. Yep.
You go in the bag and the chips are stale. Oh,
dude, nothing worse.
I don't know.
Literally nothing worse. Well, there's some things that are worse, but think about it. You're in a chip and salsa mood. You need those salty Tostitos. Tostitos? Yeah, Tostitos.
Yeah.
And you get in that drawer, like Dylan said. Oh man.
First of all, you're hyped that they're there, because who knows? Oh. Sirens.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Who knows if the chips are even there in the first place?
And then you get there, and the chips are there.
Hyped.
Hyped.
Open it. And then you have to go in your fridge and see if there's salsa. Once there's salsa?
If you have salsa?
Hyped.
Hyped.
Then it's that's the moment of truth right there.
The moment of truth comes right there.
That first. Oh, here's a question.
Here's an answer.
Do you eat a chip before you dunk in the salsa?
Oh, I eat it. Okay, no. It depends how quickly the salsa gets out. If the salsa's out, no. If I'm getting the salsa out,
I don't know.
I'll probably be impatient. I'll probably eat one chip before I get there. Also,
It depends on what kind of chip.
After I eat the salsa with a chip, I always finish with a dry chip. I never finish with a salsa chip.
Really?
Oh, always. You got to finish with at least one or two dry chips.
That's interesting.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Huh. I think it also depends on if there's any flavor on the chips.
Yeah, I used to really like those hint of lime.
I still like those.
It feels like it's not a hint anymore.
It's like it's a full.
It's like lime chips, not hint of lime chips. They're lime chips.
It's a full lime.
Maybe my
squeeze.
taste buds are. Oh, you know what? Also be a great episode. We should have like beer tastings or wine tastings on this.
Yeah, any local breweries who want us to feature your beer.
We could actually podcast
Let us
right
know.
in there.
Ooh.
Talk about anything we want. Chance the Rapper. I don't know why that came up.
Yeah, so basically, if you haven't already got the picture of what this podcast is going to sound like, it's going to be a lot of our thoughts and the randomness, but there's going to be a purpose behind it. We're not just going to sit out here and just ramble on, and we might a little bit. We'll get on some tangents, but for the most part, there's going to be a message. There's going to be a reason we're talking about what we're talking about. So.
Yeah, and like I said, we're not going to try to act like we know it all, but we do know some stuff. We've been doing this for a little bit, and you can, hopefully not make the same mistakes we make, and we can talk about the mistakes we make, and we can also talk about our views on life and on where we want to go, and I think there's a lot of people out there that can relate with us. I think we're pretty relatable. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's hard to say this stuff without sounding, arrogant, but...
We're 23 and 24 years old.
And we're ready to conquer the world.
Just starting, so.
Logan Paul, come at me. No, just kidding.
Dude.
Don't. We don't.
Last thing we need is a Logan Paul diss track.
Yo! Oh, man, he'd destroy us. Yeah, how's it going, Joe? All right, so... Oh, we just rattled a guy that waved at us. All right,
Is that a wrap on episode 1?
do you want to wrap it up? I mean, we talked about a few things. The other thing is we might be doing these back-to-back each day. We could do 2 in one day. Who knows?
Wow.
Yeah, who knows? We could do one once a month. I don't know. We're going to see where this goes. The next one definitely will be soon, though. So if you do listen to this one and you made it this far, first off, thank you for listening and making it this far. We probably sound like... No, maybe I don't know. Thanks for listening.
If you liked what you heard, go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. Seriously, hit us up. We want to interview more people. We want to see what's going on in Binghamton, and not only in Binghamton, in Broome County, not only in Broome County, New York State, not only New York State, Northeast, not only in the Northeast, but all over.
The East Coast.
Hey, you live in New Zealand? We want you to be on our podcast.
Yeah.
Preferably in New Zealand. But, Yeah. So anyways, for today, I guess that's it. We'll wrap it up. Good little talk we had. Nice pilot episode. We'll see where this goes. We're definitely going to have the next one very, very soon. So, subscribe, stay tuned. Next one coming out. Next one will probably be a lot better.
A little bit more of a structure, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. All right, yeah.
All right.
Anyways, that's it.
That's a wrap. And South 60 signing off.
Peace.